Who's introducing it to you? Me? You do it.
Me?
Yeah. Oh, you should do it like by the way.
What's that?
Do the Pocket 10 thing.
Okay, ready? How does it start?
The By the Way podcast, sponsored by
Okay.
Pocket 10.
By the Way podcast, sponsored by Pocket 10. Retro Sports Case show. Okay. How did he do this? Is it him?
No,
Is it you?
that's him, yeah.
Okay.
Let's go. The Good Bit podcast.
The Good Bit.
He's doing that, right?
The Good Bit. right,
Okay.
The Good Bit podcast, sponsored by Pocket 10. Retro Sports Case, sold in Glasgow's biggest shopping centres. And that will just be fading out.
And
the
go.
new. And welcome, folks, to the Good Bit podcast. I'm joined here by my normal co-host, Paul Rooney. Oh wait, no, Chris Moffat.
Oh, it's me, it's DDP, I'm back.
Birdman is on his top 25. That's confirmed. Birdman's my number one. Gonna stick by. I'm Aron Docker.
Yes. This is the Good Bit Movie podcast. Welcome.
Episode
6. Yeah, that's it. We said that at the exact same time.
Wow.
Episode 6. And this, Aaron thinks I'm crazy, but this is very weird for me. Because normally we're in college, we were in your house last time, or your place.
Halls.
Halls. Alright, have we done it anywhere else?
Here, we've done it on your kitchen table twice.
Well, that was By the Way. What do you mean twice?
Round the table with Claudia and Craig.
Oh, yeah, we did. That was episode 2.
Yeah,
That's right. So we did it twice.
Your face.
So, but that was through the kitchen table, dining room table area. This is the By the Way studio.
Well, sorry.
We're sitting here in the
We've
room,
invaded.
and we have a sport on the telly.
Tennis.
It's Wimbledon is on. What game is on right now?
Puig vs Conta. Conta is a British player. She's winning.
Winning.
She won.
Base.
To repeat.
Benteke. So, and then before it was Bruce Willis and
Not Bruce Willis. Marcus Willis.
Marcus Willis and
Against Roger Federer. A great story, but this isn't a sports podcast. I can't talk about it.
Well, I'm just trying to compare the similarities between the two shows.
Oh, By the Way and
Yeah.
Good Bit. Well, can I do a bit of By the Way then and tell you about Bruce Willis? Which is a brilliant story to do.
Do it, yeah.
World number 700 and something.
Well, why
tennis.
is he in Wimbledon?
Because he managed to. He's been down in the dumps, and it's like a rise.
Been
of the,
down in the dumps. Now he's feeling better.
no,
and allowed
he
to
was coaching tennis, and
Oh, I
then he
see.
decided his girlfriend made him like get back into a pro game. He entered Wimbledon like Wimbledon like me and you would enter Wimbledon. Like he had to do pre-qualifying.
Oh, I
Then he
see.
did qualifying. He won 8 matches to get him into Wimbledon.
Yeah.
He then won his first round against like the world number 50.
Right.
And then he was
And that was an upset in
that
its
was an
own
upset,
right.
and
yeah.
he found himself on centre court, the best court in the world, against the arguably the best player in the world.
Do you think you're a pretty big tennis fan?
Yeah. Do I think he's the best player in the world?
Yeah.
Well, he's won the most Grand Slams,
Well,
but I
who's-
think Djokovic is the best player
Djokovic, yeah.
ever.
He's in all the adverts and stuff. I mean, Andy Murray is the sentimental favourite, but
He's in my heart.
yeah. So who's your
Djok-
favourite player? Andy Murray.
Yeah.
Yeah. I used to have a friend called Jamie Murray. Not the tennis player, but he just he used
That's
to-
Andy Murray's brother.
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying.
Oh right.
And I saw he was a tennis player. I was like, he's gone far in life. Turns out it's not the same person. Anyway, yeah. So it's a bit of both here. It's by the good bit. We're going to call this.
Oh really? Is that what we're doing?
You want to address the controversy, the elephant in the room?
So what?
Well, if anyone has listened to the By the Way podcast in episode 51, Paul was a bit harsh, I think is the word, on Aaron's
Here, Paul.
number 1 pick of his top 15 movies.
You listen here.
We should give the backstory. We did the top 15
Did top
movies.
15.
Aaron's number 1 was Birdman.
Uh-huh.
Paul does not like the movie Birdman and had some words. You can listen to it 43 minutes or something in on the By the Way podcast, episode 51, if you want to
Your
listen
problem, Paul, with Birdman, is that you didn't get it, which you've said, and obviously you're not going to think it's a number 1 if you didn't get it. See if you watched it and you got it and you enjoyed it, but then you still thought the same. Then fair enough, but you didn't get it. You didn't understand it. You didn't get all the things that are in it that are so meaningful and important. If you didn't get it, I'm sorry, I don't accept your argument. Go back and watch it again with a magnifying glass, and you.
Well,
Not an actual magnifying glass, but properly watch it, and then come back. Probably say the same thing, but like.
yeah.
There you go.
I said to him we were going to watch it, but he didn't want to see it again.
Why not?
I've got the Blu-ray upstairs. We could do a commentary of it.
Ah,
Wouldn't that be spectacular?
No,
It would
it'd be
be
like-
legendary.
Here's another panning hallway show. I'm slagging off. No, I watch it too much.
Yeah. It's Paul's number one changes often, but the last time I checked, I'm sure it was Step Brothers.
That is not a number one.
But Step Brothers is a classic comedy.
Yeah, it's not number one though.
But would you say Birdman is as classic and is well-resounded, like a well-resounded favourite as...
It's not a classic because it
Step
came out in
Brothers.
2014.
That doesn't matter. I found that it came out recently, you can go, that was a classic.
Well, yeah, it's a classic. It's
Hateful Eight, that was a classic. Force Awakens, that was a classic.
Well,
When
yeah.
Suicide Squad comes out, that'll be a
It
classic.
doesn't matter if everyone else thought it was a classic. I thought it was a classic.
Yeah, well, so do I, but I'm
It
saying
made a difference.
it has a message.
It has a message. I was mesmerised by it.
Yeah, fair enough.
And I don't like to pick things that everyone else picks because I'm just like that. So I picked Birdman.
No,
so
good.
Paul,
Good for you. Good for you. Are we making this explicit now, or are we keeping it?
Keep it in. I'm so tired.
Yeah, what's wrong with you?
Well, we've had a busy day.
We had a
We've
busy
actually.
day.
This is the first episode since this is the first episode since the pilot good bit that we did on the By the Way channel, where we actually went and saw a film, and I've come back and we've not talked about it. We went and saw the film together.
That's true, and that was the original plan of the whole show.
And then
we've
we've done
not
it.
done it yet.
We've done it.
Yeah, because we saw Batman vs Superman
Separately.
yeah. Midnight Special was with Craig and Claudia,
Yeah. Jungle Book was
with
separately.
all separately, apart from Leanne and Ewan.
Yeah.
Which is the most listened to one, by the way, if you want to listen. The Civil War one, we were all separate
Yeah.
with Mason
But
in the top 15 thing. So yeah, you're right. This is the first one, and we saw Elvis and Nixon
Elvis Nixon
with Michael Shannon and Kevin Spacey.
with the who were the Elvis and Nixon.
They-
Elvis
they
was Michael
play-
Shannon.
yeah.
And I'm so tired. And Kevin Spacey was Nixon. Yes.
Yeah, it's hard to
Kevin
say
Spacey.
just the one name like he was.
Do you think
Richard
they
Nixon.
picked Kevin Spacey because he's just so comfortable in a fake White House?
Well, I think they saw. Yeah, because they
Right.
saw House of Cards. They saw he looked good in a suit, and they went,
Look at this suit. He thought he looked good in the chair.
yeah, and when he could be the president,
You could be another president.
I'd be great if Kevin Spacey
It's
was.
really lazy casting, isn't it?
Is it though? Kevin Spacey's one of the best actors in the world.
I'm only joking.
Oh, okay, sorry. I was like, what?
Who's one of the best actors? What?
Are you serious?
And Michael Shannon. We've not talked about it. We don't know what we thought.
Well, that's
we know
good,
we
that's-
enjoyed it because we were smiling through the whole thing.
Yeah, and we were kind of quoting it on the way out.
Yeah.
We weren't quoting. We were making noises.
We were just going, hey.
Yay!
So, what did you think, Chris? Thoughts?
Oh, it was really good. I really liked it.
Why?
Okay, it wasn't a classic. I think we were saying.
No, it was,
wasn't brilliant.
It was rather
It
brilliant.
was really good. Yeah, I gave it a solid 7.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah.
I'm no, continue.
Yeah,
Thoughts?
no, I've got nothing really to say about it. I thought it was witty. It was well written. It seemed like it wasn't like a big project that they had, as if like years in advance they said one day Kevin Spacey you will play President Richard Nixon.
It was more like a.
They
You
just
want to
went,
come play?
You want to play?
Nixon?
Yeah, Michael Shannon. You
wanna come over
kind of
tomorrow?
look like Elvis. You want to play it in a movie? And he went, yeah. And then they spent a few months researching it and getting into the character, and then they shot it over a weekend
But in a good way.
in a good way.
Yeah.
And it's almost as if they didn't overdo it when they could have done it very easily.
They could have made
It's
it.
not overly long because at some points I did feel like it was getting a bit boring in the first half.
Yeah, the first half, I thought it was a very quiet film.
Yeah, you're right. Well, there was no explosions.
No, not.
That's
not,
what happens in
not,
cinema these days.
Not in that sense.
I'll get on that later.
But like it was. Do you know what I mean? There was a lot of, not a lot of silences, but there was, the conversations that everyone had were not amplified at all.
You just
They
kind of
were-
need to listen to
It
them.
was just conversations.
Yeah.
It wasn't like you mentioned Hateful Eight. A lot of it's conversations, but it's definitely not a quiet film. Everyone's like, here,
And-
listen.
And there's levels in Hateful Eight where you're
Yeah.
so tense at some point and then you're back down to just relaxed
Yeah.
watching the film.
There was, I was debating, and I'll think I'll give it an 8 because I just liked the fact that it was like a little indie film. It was like a B movie. It
Yeah.
was just there. I forgot. I saw posters of it and I forgot it was coming out, and then and now we saw it,
Yeah.
and it was good. I
That's really good, yeah.
You know what I thought was really weak
Go on.
was the title sequence.
Right, and the kids came up and it was like, Michael Shannon's playing Elvis in this film.
Yeah, I just think they could have done so much more with it. It was like the song was really quiet. Do you not think?
I don't remember.
Do you not remember?
Maybe that's the problem.
Do you not remember just it was quite cool things happening on screen, but it was just really boring.
Okay.
A really boring title sequence.
Different colours and that.
Yeah. Come on, do something. Do something meaningful for a title sequence.
And it could be a big film.
And I'm paying attention to title sequences now because I was listening to an interview with my man Quentin Tarantino.
With your man.
And he was
Your
talking
boy.
about how the title sequence for Pulp Fiction was like
Legendary.
he listened to that song and immediately dreamt up this title sequence that was going to blast on screen after this scene. I just didn't think it was.
Well, that's fair.
And now I keep going to a film, remembering what he said about title sequences and the music, how you should make it.
Yeah.
And it just wasn't. It was a bit. I don't think they thought about that.
Okay.
Much.
Well, I like the bit how before the title sequence, it was like moments before, or earlier in the day,
Yeah.
before they were going to meet, and then it goes back to whatever.
I liked the whole. I thought the first half of the film was a little bit.
It was slow and boring, yeah.
But at the same time, you're warming up to it, so that's okay.
But I was also getting to the point where I was like, just get him in the White House. Just go meet him.
Just let him in.
Because when
we know you're gonna let him in at some point.
Yeah,
Just
and
let
when
him
they
in.
met, it was really funny and really nice to watch.
You were smiling like
Yeah,
they're all getting
Elvis
on.
and the president are meeting each other, and it was cool. And it's if
But that
two big characters.
They needed to build it up that much.
That's true, and then it did work in the end. But I did feel like, come on.
But the whole thing of the movie, other than it being a true story and all that, was seeing two superpowers of the world meet and seeing who was going to be more in control, and it was kind of Elvis.
Yeah, that's true.
But you were excited because Elvis had gone through the whole movie, and I don't know that much about Elvis, but
Me neither. But now I want to know more.
I didn't know he was so ridiculously stupid.
Not stupid, but so unique.
Not stupid.
Eccentric.
Not stupid. Sorry, I shouldn't. Not
stupid.
Well, he was a bit stupid.
Elvis, you were an idiot.
He couldn't write. Well,
yeah, I just thought that was a funny part. I didn't really think much into that.
But I don't know how he played Elvis. If he played it well, because I don't know if there was a. I just remember. I know Elvis from watching performances where he was all.
Yeah.
Was he really like towards the end of his life? Was he really like, I'm gonna do this and then nobody knows me and
seems like
let's go over here.
Well, I think Michael Shannon is a guy who would.
Terrible accent.
I think Michael Shannon's one of the guys who will be like, I will become this man. You know what I mean?
He was amazing, but
Really
I
good.
don't. Was Elvis like that? I don't know.
Well, it must have been if you know.
We'll have to watch interviews.
Yeah.
We should have done that.
We should have. But still, I don't care.
We'll do that, and then the next episode we'll talk.
Well, I thought it was interesting because, like, obviously, that I'm pretty certain that Elvis was probably like that.
Well,
if that's the way he played him, you know.
I mean, come on.
And Kevin Spacey's just fucking brilliant.
Well, I'm assuming Nixon was like that because
and it's hilarious, and I think that represented a lot of sort of the world's. I say billionaires. I know the president isn't known for being a billionaire, but like major.
Yeah, he didn't seem bothered about anything.
Go get me a whatever, damn it,
Go
Dr.
get me a
Pepper, damn it.
Dr. Pepper and
Vince
M&Ms.
McMahon. Yeah. But yeah, I liked it a lot. I thought it was really good. I thought it was really. Once they got together,
I loved.
It made it a lot. It made it a lot cooler to see.
Yeah, that scene when they were in the room that lasted ages.
I wanted to go on longer though.
Absolutely fantastic.
Yeah.
That's why I gave it an 8.
I was
going to give it a
laughing
7
a lot.
until that scene. And the things that he did, the way they shot it, and it was beautiful.
There was a lot of people in the cinema laughing at bits in the first half.
No, it was the second half they laughed.
No, I know, but there's still people laughing in the first half, and I was like, I wasn't laughing, and I feel like that was a generational thing. Like elderly people will love this movie so much.
That's
However,
so condescending.
But you know what I mean? How
So condescending.
and how is that condescending?
I don't know. I think what you meant was some of the jokes
May go over our head.
in the first half were of the time, and we didn't get it.
Well, yeah, but I think the elderly will appreciate it a lot more than we do.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Because they lived through that.
Yeah, but I like films set in
Yeah, me too.
that period, and I think they just looked really cool when they're using the telephones and the.
It seemed it could have been modern. You know what I mean?
but you knew it wasn't.
Yeah.
Because of
Yeah.
and the hotel room. Oh.
Yeah.
Everything looked beautiful. It was like the man. He's not seen the Man from U.N.C.L.E.
No, if you told me to, I've not seen it.
It's like that sort of. It just makes
The Oval
it
Office looked great.
romanticised the time.
Yeah, okay.
And I bet if you went back there, everything would be. Not everything. What was that?
Who's your mum?
My mum.
Takes you.
Oops.
Yeah, I also something I noticed as well, not noticed, but I was thinking about during the film, was how Elvis was an entertainer, but he was a singer and a performer, right?
Mhm.
And how he had that much power. Who in this generation would have that much power?
To actually wind up.
Well, everywhere he goes, people are just mesmerised by him. He went into a donut shop, and people are sort of they knew exactly who he was straight away.
I think.
I know he looks unique, and like when you see that person, that's Elvis. But I'm just saying, like someone today, apart from the president or whoever, when they go anywhere,
Like an artist.
anywhere, yeah.
I think today, is it not, in terms of power, is it not Beyonce?
Justin Bieber,
I don't think
this one.
Beyonce, do you not think she has such an aura about her?
Yeah, but I still wouldn't.
I don't like Beyonce.
If she walked in, I wouldn't be like.
I don't not like Beyonce. I just don't like. I'm not interested.
I'm
in
me
music.
neither. I'm not bothered. I prefer Rihanna.
But she has a lot of power.
Yeah.
She can control what she wants. She knows she beats everyone in court. You know, she's. I feel like
If Beyonce said, "I want to meet the president right now, today, please," do you think she'd get it like that?
not like that. But did Elvis get it like that? No.
A couple of hours.
Yeah, but yeah, probably she would be able
Really?
to.
What about actor-wise? DiCaprio?
I guess.
Yeah.
I
Or
dunno.
someone more like
Streep.
Michael Caine or something.
Meryl Streep.
Yeah.
Meryl Streep. Everyone loves Meryl Streep.
Or if they just say, like, I want to go to, like, drive up to the White House and say to the security guards, let me into the Oval
It's
Office
Beyonce.
at 2 o'clock.
Who do you
know
think?
what I mean?
Who do you think they let in if they go, Mr. President, it's Beyonce, or Mr. President, it's Meryl Streep. Meryl Streep.
Beyonce, I think.
If they put Beyonce.
Yeah,
Bugger
I
off.
think so.
Meryl Streep. Like Meryl Streep, then I want to talk to her.
Oh,
They'd probably be interested in Meryl Streep.
does Barack Obama know who Meryl Streep is?
Barack Obama. She's got an honorary White House thing.
Yeah, okay. I'm okay. I didn't know that, but okay, fine.
I suppose Elvis. I don't know. That's a good question actually.
Because Elvis never had a White House thing until
Oh, he had a lot of badges apparently.
yeah, he was sick of getting the badges.
Oh, I don't know. I didn't know he was that obsessed with law enforcement.
Well, was he? I thought he was just insane.
He
was a bit nuts. He came across a bit nuts.
That's what I meant.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Stupid.
Well, he was a bit ditzy.
Yeah, he was. No, of course.
I just want to protect the citizens of.
And then he gets told no, and he's like, all right.
So this is a true story about Elvis finding his way into the White House to talk to Nixon, President Nixon, about becoming a special federal agent,
Undercover.
to
Which
protect.
he laughs at because everyone knows who Elvis is.
No, yeah, that's the story. In case
Simple tale.
simple tale. It
Which is
wasn't. It was a
something
really simple tale at heart.
I like that. Yeah.
But they added. I really liked it. I'd give it an 8. A solid 8.
I give it a 7, just because I was a little bored during it. But I did laugh a lot, and I enjoyed it, and I was smiling, and I had a nice
I
feeling.
think if
after
the
it.
ending hadn't been so strong, I would have given it a lesser. But it was so good at the end.
Last scene was great, yeah. And
And
it's
the-
just the power
so
between two
funny.
people.
The whole, can we do the thing? Is there a thing
No one
where
can see it though.
no one can see it, but I'm just gonna do it anyway. Where he said, "No, I want to do it. Just hit down on my mouth.
Okay.
Harder. Let it all out. Let it all out." And then that's what it is. He did this thing where he made Nixon slap his knuckles. Just get.
No, that hurt. I hurt my fingers.
Did he? Sorry. Just get slap my heart, and then he sort of took them away and sort of.
Did some sort of cobra thing. But like we were coming at the cinema doing all the Elvis mannerisms, like the click and the point and the. And he did like sort of force thing to the eyes and then like
he
casually walked away.
the way he sort of
Like James Bond.
said bye to people was like he sort of put his hand up to their face and sort of
I
goes,
really
"I feel
respect
you,
what you
man."
guys do with this country.
And then
and
just
then walk
sort of
away,
walk
yeah.
away with his hand, like he's dragging your soul out of your
It
eyes.
was
Like,
really cool. Djokovic fell over.
Did he?
Yeah.
Oh, let me watch this in slow motion.
Oh, he fell. He slid right on his
right into the
backside.
net. Oh, is it the racket?
Look at the
Right in
audience.
face.
They're all like, oh!
No one can see this. This is terrible.
Anyway, terrible television. Yeah, so you gave it an 8, I gave it a 7. Would you see it again?
Yes.
I would fast forward to the last scene.
Yes.
But very good
I'd
film.
watch that scene again.
Yeah.
I like how the fact that I've not heard about it in anything actually.
Yeah.
It's like
You hadn't seen a trailer or anything?
Totally indie.
Cool.
Loved
Well,
it.
that's good then.
We had a good day.
We had a good day.
We went to Nando's.
We had a Nando's.
We had a catch up.
Kind of.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, I know. But I felt
We had
I felt as if there was a hole in the catch up because we never talked about the film.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, it's like
We had to avoid that.
we came at the cinema and then had to think of something to think about or to talk about
because we were thinking about the movie.
Yeah, so.
Yeah.
But now that's out of the way, so how have you been? No. What have you been watching then?
What have I been watching?
Because we're going to do another episode after this, a movie tag question thing. But this is just
I'm
sort of
looking forward to that.
movie catch up sort of thing.
Well, you see,
That's mine issues. See him.
is it? Oh, yes, it is. See, the last couple of weeks, the whole summer, I said last episode I hadn't been to the movies or seen any movies because it's been such good weather. And now the weather's been pish.
Pidge.
And so I have been watching series because that's the thing to do in summer, is it not? You just sit,
Binge watch a series.
binge watch when you've got time. And I had time, and you've got time is the opening title sequence song for Orange Is the New Black, which I watched I watched from season 2. I'd seen season 1, so I watched season 2, season 3, and season 4. There's 13 episodes in each season.
In the span of what, 2
and
weeks?
they're an hour each.
Jeez.
And I watched them in about a week.
But was it worth it?
It was absolutely worth it. I love that show.
Yeah.
Oh, season 3 is... At the time, everyone was saying, "Oh, season 3 is rubbish. Nothing happens in season 3." But when you watch season 4, it's so dark and so amazing, and then you just sort of wish you could go back to season 3 when it was all happy. And season 3 is quite fun,
Oh, I see.
you know. But like, if you don't know Orange Is the New Black, it's about a women's prison basically. It's basically Shawshank Redemption, but it's drawn out to series, so you'd hate it. And oh, season 4 is just the most. Everything goes to bollocks. I'm not gonna give any spoilers about
No, I
it.
should watch it, but it's one of the many shows I should watch.
I honestly think watch it. It's you'd be hooked from the first episode
Really?
because the way they do it is, I've told you this, at the end of every episode, it cuts to orange, at a place where you're like,
It cuts to orange.
it cuts to just orange
That's
on
cool.
screen. But
Because Orange Is the New Black.
there you go.
Nice.
It's
an
based
object.
on a true story. It's about a woman who went.
Everything is these days.
Yeah, true. And you hate that fact, don't you?
I don't hate it. I just think
Pish.
it's milked.
Yeah. Well, no, it's really milk because they made a series out of it. It's
Yeah.
not all true.
Yeah.
I think the first series is true. No, what was I saying? Yeah, they cut to orange at the end of every episode, and it's always a oh my god moment. And so you just have to watch the next one to find out what happens,
Yeah.
and to find out what happens, to find out what
Well,
happens.
that's the beauty of a great show.
But it really does it, obviously. But you don't mind. You can see what it's doing. But
Yeah.
you gotta find out what happens.
Well, if it's
next.
all on Netflix, then you can just watch the next one.
And
It's
the
not as if
end-
you need to wait a week.
The end of. Well, I've got to wait a year now.
Whole year?
For the next series.
Oh my god.
The end of series 4 is an absolute what the is going to happen next. Cuts to orange. Like, no! Is that it? What? There's not an episode. There's not. That's the last episode. And I can't watch it until another year. It's a total cliffhanger.
Okay.
I don't know what the hell happens. But you know what's going to happen with me is
You're going to fall away from it.
I'm going to forget about it. It's going to come out and I'm going to go, oh yeah, I don't care. I'm not going to watch
Yeah.
it. So I'll never find out properly.
You will.
I'll watch it.
You will
I'll
eventually.
make myself watch it. What have you been watching, Christopher?
Well, I'm normally I'm more of a series guy. If
But
I
this
have
time
a
you've been
good
watching things.
sitcom or whatever. By the way, what episode was it? Episode 4. I said I'm looking for a new sitcom to really get emotionally
find one?
attached to. How I Met Your Mother.
Oh, people have been telling me to watch that.
It's excellent. It's really funny. It's really good. I can see it being. It's the one. I could marry it. Yeah. You know, I said like my routine. Well, my old routine was dinner, then 2 episodes
Of
that show. The show I'm on at that moment. So,
Yeah.
like Friends.
it
Fresh
mucks up
Prince.
your life when you finish the series.
Totally. You don't know what to do with yourself. Yeah. So what I used to do, have dinner 2 episodes every night
Really?
of something.
You're a creature of habit.
So I said, right, okay, tonight, How I Met Your Mother. That's what I'll do. Right.
What is it on Netflix?
Netflix.
Is it?
And then I've never done it. I just forgot.
Is it on Netflix?
It's on Netflix. So I said, right, no, I don't want to go the whole day and I've not watched anything from it. So I watched 1 episode in my bed.
Is it good?
Forgot the next day to watch it after dinner. So I went, okay, I'll watch the next one in my bed. That's the new thing.
Is it good?
It's excellent. Every night, 1 episode before sleepy buys.
Really?
Yeah, that's what I've been doing the past. I'm on episode 8 now, past week.
And it's good.
And I'm thinking it's really good, but
Is
I'm
it
thinking
funny?
that's it's very funny.
Did I find it funny?
I don't know, man.
It's got a laughter track?
Your comedy sense is a lot different from everyone else's.
It is.
Yeah.
Although I do like Step
Which
Brothers.
is good, but you like Step Brothers now, do you?
I told you I liked it.
Never number one.
It's never number one. Off. I don't care what you have to say, but it's never number one.
Well, I'm starting to like the characters, and I'm thinking that's just season 1 I'm on. And season 1 on a show.
I don't like what's his face. Who everyone said I look like.
Who?
Barney Thompson.
Neil Patrick Harris.
Yeah.
You kinda do look like Neil Patrick Harris. I never thought of that.
I don't think so. I don't
No,
see
he's
it.
really funny. He's really funny in it. He goes, his catchphrase is legendary. Tonight will be legendary.
That's not funny.
Not when I do it, but if it's timed right in the show.
It's not
And
funny.
he goes, "Have you met Ted?" And he introduces Ted to like a girl. Or
Is
something.
Ted the big guy?
No, that's Marshall, who's played by Jason Segel.
Isn't he in I Love You Man with Paul Rudd?
I think so. He's really funny.
I like him in that movie.
And the girl who plays Robin in the front. I don't know. I mean, I've only seen the first 8 episodes, so I don't know what's happened. I don't know who dies. I don't know who leaves.
Oh really?
Robin, the girl who plays Robin
See,
in
if
the
you don't
first
find
season
it funny,
is gorgeous.
is it still worth a watch?
I mean, it's not as funny as Friends or anything like
Because
that.
I've been told it's just good actually as a story.
It's a good story, yeah. It's very inventive because it starts off in the year 2030. And it starts off with Ted telling his kids how he met their mum. And it goes back to 2005. And every episode is a different story on the road to getting to meeting his wife, who later becomes their mum. And then the last episode,
He meets her.
he meets her, and then the story ends after telling his kid, because they've had the final episode.
So you spoiler, you totally know what's gonna happen.
I don't know what's going to happen, no. I've not
You
seen
don't
it.
know what's gonna happen.
I've not seen it. I've just started.
But you right, okay.
Even though it's finished it last year, and I kind of saw it at the time, but I didn't know
Yeah.
what was going on. I don't know. All I can remember is like a picture that I
So
saw.
you're watching How I Met Your Mother.
How I Met Your Mother is my current sitcom, and I do that every night in bed.
Well, there you go.
Take that clip out. That's it, and I do it every night in bed.
I was funny. We were saying at the start of the show. We were saying, where have we done it? We've done it in your kitchen table. We've done it in here. We've done it in halls.
We've done it in halls. We've done it in
Done it in
college.
college.
Then we're doing it in the By the Way studio. In the cupboard. We've been in the cupboard.
Do the podcast, folks.
Yeah, that's all we're talking about, and nothing else. This is a PG show.
Okay.
Movie wise, I've been watching lots of movies, which is good for me because sometimes because it's like longer and I can't sit in my backside for more
Go on
than
then.
an hour.
What have you been watching?
Well, I don't know if I mentioned Money Monster last time, but I saw Money Monster. That was all right. The Nice Guys with
Oh.
Ryan Gosling and Russell Crowe. Go and see that movie. That's going to be in the top 10 of the year.
Oh, I want to see.
Excellent movie, really, really good. It had a Rush Hour feel to it. It had the sort of goofiness of even The Naked Gun. Ryan Gosling's one of my favourite actors. He is hilarious in it. Russell Crowe's voice rivals Kevin Spacey's voice.
Yeah.
Being a great voice. It's really good. So yeah, I gave that a 8.5. Same
Wow.
as Jungle Book. Yeah.
Wow.
Really good movie. I liked it because that's kind of my style, but
I think I will. I know how I'm gonna like it. I've
Yeah.
seen the trailers.
it's really good. Soundtrack's great. It's in the 70s.
Ah.
It's good. Still at cinemas. Go see it tomorrow.
Would you go and see it again?
Don't know. Maybe. It's 2 hours. It's long.
Yeah.
But I'll see. And then last night, for my dad's birthday, happy birthday, Dad. But my mum was at Rihanna on his birthday.
Did she?
So the
Did
day
she go to
after,
Rihanna?
yeah, she was a bit disappointed.
Yeah. Apparently, it was she didn't really interact with the audience. At all.
And she said it wasn't a show.
She was just a.
She just came out, sang her songs, and went away. And it
She's
was-
in a bad mood now.
and
Did you hear about Wembley?
No.
She thought she could Rihanna. You know Rihanna's big, but Wembley? She tried to play Wembley. She sold about half of the tickets. It was
Yeah.
half empty. And apparently she's just she turned up late. She went early. She was like singing, not really interacting with the crowd, and left early. Didn't
Well,
see
she
much.
had The Weeknd supporting her, who Paul and I love,
Oh right.
and he never showed up.
They never showed up.
He just pulled out
What from Glasgow?
from I don't know, from the whole tour, I think.
Really?
So there was no support act, and so Rihanna just kind of walked on and went, "How you doing tonight?" Started off with "Love the Way You Lie," which she only sings half of because the other half is Eminem, and then sang like an old song and then all of her new stuff, and then like one other old song, and that was her.
Oh, I'm not sure about that.
I mean, I like Rihanna. She's got a lot of good songs.
I think this tour has been a bit of a disaster. I've heard.
Yeah, man.
But you know what's been a fantastic tour, and I can't wait to be part of the tour.
It's Tea in the Park.
Of the 1975.
Yes.
I wish I'd gone to see them in Glasgow.
Yeah, me too.
I can't wait to see them in Tea in the Park.
the 1975 are fastly becoming my favourite band.
Honestly, they give me hope for
The music industry.
no, they do, because I'm into old music, but
Yeah, I know.
they are using things from the 80s, and they're actually having meaningful.
This is
means
the
something.
1975, in case you missed that.
The 1975. I think they're insane. Their new album is insane.
It's great. What we were saying earlier on is like every single song you go through the same pattern to loving the song. You start off by going,
Yeah.
what in the name of God is that?
That's
then
weird.
it's like, nah, it's kind of weird, but yeah. Then it's like, not bad, quite like that song.
And then you can't stop.
Then it's like, this is a really good song, and then you just can't stop.
It's
listening
amazing.
to it. It's like a routine every night.
Honest, but that's the good thing is, when you listen to the 1975, I listen to their new album, or bits and bobs, I've heard of it, and you're like, well, that's a bit weird.
Yeah.
And I don't like that. But the
Even
reason,
their old stuff.
but it's because it's different.
Yeah.
It's different from all the pish.
Yeah.
That's in clubs and all the Justin Bieber.
But
It's
then
all right, but it's not got much stuff behind it.
But
you
then,
know?
yeah, no, Justin Bieber's great, but then there's Team the Park on the TV now.
Really?
Or is that Glastonbury? There's an advert on the TV for some sort of outdoor concert.
Nah, it's Glastonbury. I saw Jeff.
Yeah, Glastonbury. Okay, I thought
I'm
I
gonna
got
go
it
next year.
What's good? Can you explain to me what the difference is?
What?
Glastonbury is what?
A festival, music festival.
Where?
In England.
Oh, I see. And then what about?
Southern England.
So, and then Team the Park is Glasgow.
No, it's where I live. It's
Oh, which is Scotland, I mean.
Perthshire.
Okay. Then
So
what
it's
about
Stratham.
BBC's Big Weekend?
That moves about.
Okay. But they have kind of the same people in all of them.
No, Glastonbury's more of a family festival, so they've
Oh, I
got
see.
a big eclectic night.
So it's like Adele and Coldplay and that.
Coldplay and Queen.
Oh, really?
Queen played. Who else played?
Fleetwood Mac.
They played Isle of Wight last year. That looked insane.
You like them, don't you?
I was telling someone the other day.
I feel like I could get into them.
You know where most of the inspiration for the new 1975 album
I'm
came
assuming you're going to say Fleetwood Mac.
from? Fleetwood Mac. You loved Fleetwood Mac. You know how 1975 songs are very like, you've got intricate little things and there's loads of things.
You like little moments in
Little-
each song, yeah.
1975 were the first. Fleetwood Mac were the first band to sort of have one of their members was also produced the records. By
Yeah.
producing the records means they decide what sounds go on it.
Okay.
You know, they also write the songs. For example, Rihanna, I don't think she writes. Does she write the songs?
No idea.
Say Justin Bieber.
Right? Definitely doesn't write his songs.
He'll write a bit of his songs.
Yeah.
Say he wrote. Let's just say he wrote "Sorry"
Yeah.
on a guitar. He'll then
My absolute jam, by the way.
he'll play that for his producers.
Yeah.
And the big boys, and then they'll take his vocals and they'll put all this weird stuff on it,
Yeah.
and they make it a record for clubs. 1975 put everything on themselves. They
Sweet.
choose what goes on. Fleetwood Mac were the first sort of band to produce themselves
Yeah.
as well, and they made loads of cool sounds, and you'd love them.
Well, we made a short film last year, and I was
The first
struggling to put in a
song
song,
was Fleetwood
and you suggested a Fleetwood Gold Dust Woman.
Uh-huh.
It's a good.
Cracking
You know,
song.
it's not like tune, but
Well,
it's
that-
just
that-
like a really
that-
interesting song.
That's
You
one
wanna
of their
listen to it.
well-known ones as
Yeah.
well. And I was telling someone the other day, and I saw Fleetwood Mac, Fleetwood Mac live last year. I almost get emotional talking about it. I talked about it yesterday. I won't get emotional now, but honestly,
You won't get
I
emotional.
won't get emotional now. Honestly, listen to this. So it's in the SSCC.
Yeah.
What's it f***ing called? The Hydro.
The new place, the Hydro.
The SSCC, BC, ABC 1, 2, 3.
They came only came out like 3 years ago.
The Hydro, and what happened was we went in and we were up. It was filling up and it was full, and everyone was waiting, and all the lights were up. And the stage was set. There was drum kit, guitars, and I'm like, oh, heart's beating. Oh my god! And then they're playing this sort of nice guitar music just in the background,
Yeah.
and there was this sort of cricket music, cricket noise, like whoosh, whoosh, whoosh,
Yeah,
whoosh,
yeah.
and slowly the guitar music faded out and the cricket noise went and all you could hear was this cricket noise and everyone sort of going, what the hell? And then all the lights go out. Complete darkness. I couldn't see a thing. I couldn't see the person next to me. And this cricket noise is playing. It's like, and everyone's like, oh, what's going on? And this is playing the cricket noise. And then you can't see you can't see the stage. Certainly can't see the stage. And then this starts, this bass drum. And
Yeah,
everyone's
yeah.
like, what? Who's that? Are they on stage? I can't see. And the cricket noise fades out and everyone's clapping. And then it starts with the chain, which is like this guitar riff
Yeah,
starts, and then you're like, whoa, are they on stage? And then this big chord hits and all the lights shine on the stage and all members of Fleetwood Mac are there, and I just broke down into tears like, oh I did not think I would, but honestly it went and they were there.
That would be amazing.
I was gone. I just absolute
just shivers and
tears,
goosebumps and tears.
And the person next to me was like, oh my god, are you okay? And I was like, yes. And then they start singing harmony. I will show you it. The live things are on YouTube, but honestly, best moment, one of the best moments of my life. Fleetwood Mac.
That's a good story.
And they played Isle of Wight last year, but they're only making one public appearance this year.
Oh really?
In Dodger Stadium in America.
Nice.
You know how much a ticket is?
$140.
$1,000.
Jesus.
And there's like 100,000 seats, but they can put their prices up because they know they're gonna fill it.
Yeah.
Unlike Rihanna, who's not gonna sell
Wembley.
half their tickets in Wembley.
She's already at Hampden.
Yeah,
Kinda.
It's little
Compared to
Wembley.
Yeah, Wembley's 80,000.
Don't think
Hampden's
you can sell at
50,000.
Wembley, and
Unless you're
not put
Fleetwood
on
Mac.
and not put on a show.
Yeah, I know. That's a good
You
point.
know?
And then be in a huff.
I'd be in a huff about it.
Then you only sold 45,000 seats.
I mean, come on.
Yeah. She makes me. I quite like her, but she's making me angry now. Let's go back to films.
Should we talk about Game of Thrones? What can I talk about Game of Thrones?
Please do.
You've not.
I want
watched
to
it.
run down my films. Just saying, we could have that.
Oh, sorry. You keep going.
No, I've got stuff to say. So you say this point first.
Right, well, like I've been saying, I've been watching series, and the other one is Game of Thrones, and I've been watching the new season 6 series, and those of you who are watching it or have watched it, will appreciate how amazing the last 2 episodes were.
So have you been keeping up? Have you been watching every week and stuff?
I now have to wait a year until it.
Right, so you didn't binge watch like series?
I binge watched the first 4 series.
When?
2 years ago, and then I caught up. So
Damn.
I watched them with you if you want.
I feel like but
Do you have the box set?
No, I don't have access.
Do you
to
have any of them?
No,
Do you not have Sky?
not really. A kind of basics guy.
We'll have a look. Because it's in. Actually, Dad, he watches it.
Yeah, you can download them.
If you've not watched it, I recommend it. Gregor has opinions on it. The Rap Chat.
Yeah,
Chris-
our rival
our rival.
podcast.
Not really. I mean, they're just better than us, aren't they? No.
No.
Oh, sorry. I just
Pish.
Bish. They're bish. No, we respect them.
Okay, yeah.
But we don't listen to them.
I don't listen to that, but
Half
you know what?
an hour and a half.
I accidentally
Bugger off.
clicked on
What, they
episode.
listen to this?
I know. I accidentally clicked on episode 6 the other night,
Don't watch it. Don't listen.
and it was really interesting. Like
Was
you
it?
can learn a lot from it. Yeah.
Oh.
But it's two geniuses.
I'm just not going to listen to it.
We're
Despite-
geniuses.
And
Elvis and Nixon enthusiasts.
We're basically Elvis and Nixon.
We basically are. I'm Kevin Spacey.
I'm Elvis.
You're the king.
I'm the king.
Well, I'm Prezi. Right. Game of Thrones. Go. We're running out of time.
Gregor seems to think that it's all drawn out, and he doesn't like how the storylines take ages to develop. But I
won't like that.
Liz don't listen to him. I shouldn't have said that. No, it's just you're just so invested in every house. It's all houses, and if you figure out the thing. I can understand when you've not watched it and everyone's talking about it, everyone knows everything about it. You can't be bothered.
I know. I can believe it's freaking brilliant.
I can't be. From my perspective, when everyone was loving it and I didn't watch it, I was like, I can't be bothered learning about all these stupid houses and people. But honestly, once you do, and you get it, you're no way you're gonna not want to watch it.
Yeah.
The last 2 episodes. I mean, and if you catch up for series 7,
In time.
the whole atmosphere of we knew episode 9 was going to be called Battle of the Bastards.
Right.
We knew there was going to be a big battle, and we knew who was going to against him. We didn't know who was going to win. It's like wrestling.
Yeah.
It was literally like we know it's fake, but we don't know who's going to win.
Yeah.
It was like that.
I'd love to sit down and talk to you about wrestling.
But I'd love to talk about Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
But literally one episode in series 4 or something, it was going to be a trial by combat. There was going to be a trial by 2 warriors who we knew the characters very well, but one of them was going to die. And we knew tonight one character was going to die because they were going to have a trial by combat. And
See, that's going to be brilliant, isn't it?
insane.
Was it really tense and stuff when you're like
And
gripping the arm of your seat and stuff?
Oh, and then you're tapering. And
Yeah.
they're getting horrible things done to them, and you're like, no! And you cry, and it's honestly, if we can watch it tonight, I would love to take you
I
through.
doubt we can, but I will try. Cause
Right.
I kinda,
There's my Game of Thrones rant. Also, the last episode of season 6. If you've not caught up, catch up and watch it because it'll literally blow your mind.
I heard it was just crazy.
Literally.
So I guess someone's head get blown out then.
No comment.
I'm going to run down films I've seen recently, and you can comment
I
on
bet
it.
the veins on my forehead are pulsing.
I can't tell. Why?
Because I've just had a big
Yeah.
passion.
You totally cut me off at one point, must have, which is all right.
I think we just
Because we're
had
talking
a
about
tangent.
Yeah, because we're talking about Nice Guys, and then I saw Independence Day Resurgence last night.
Which was pish.
Oh, it wasn't pish, but it wasn't good.
wasn't very good.
It was all right. Like I came out, my dad really liked it, and my sister was like, "It was good, but it just wasn't great." I don't know. My mum liked it. It was good. No, good's pushing. It was all right. It was all right. I gave it a 5. It was all right.
That's bad. In my book, that's bad.
The first one is really good because there's no specific part of the first one that I think is particularly good. Like, it's not got great acting and great action sequences. It's just good.
Okay.
Will Smith is cool because it's 96 in his prime doing Fresh Prince, and then Jeff Goldblum's young and hot, and then there's
Will Smith's not in this one.
no, there's a picture of him. It's his son who's in it, not Jaden. His son,
Oh, Jaden.
who was really good. It wasn't Jaden. It was his.
Right. Jaden's not good.
But definitely not. His Karate Kid movie's alright.
In what's that movie he was in? Just with him and Will Smith.
After Earth. Yeah, I heard that
That
was
was like
shockingly bad.
best acting
Um,
ever.
Okay, it was fine. It was as if they were trying to rehash Independence Day that was good
Just
in
for the
'96, just for the cash. 20 years later, I like the idea, but when see disaster movies, I get them. I get it. There's maybe a disaster movie like Godzilla, right?
All right.
Where you can blow up a city, and it's fine. But seeing a film like this, right? You don't need to blow up the world to get that impact. They blow up a building, right? That's good enough. So after the building's gone, I was like, oh cool, let's just blow up a building. The next scene, it's like the ground coming up and all the cars are flying everywhere and there's fire like in schools and churches and there's like helicopters like crashing and stuff and it's too much. It's too much. I don't care. I lose the interest because it's totally
It's not done
overdone.
well. It's just too much.
Yeah. Then the alien, spoiler for the new Independence Day, the alien, it's the same sort of thing that happens from the first one where the guy goes into the room with the alien and the alien sort of takes over his mind. And it's kind of cool. And in the first one, after the alien disappears from his mind, they go to the next scene. Not in this one, no. They try to shoot the alien and the glass breaks and the alien dodges and does a forward roll and then stands up on his feet and picks up a gun and starts shooting at the people. And I'm like, what am I watching? Am I watching a cartoon on Nickelodeon at 7 AM on a Sunday morning?
Was it badly animated?
Very badly animated.
Was it?
Oh man, I can... If they're trying to get the impression that the alien is a man, then they got that impression. But aliens shouldn't be people. They're aliens.
Yeah.
The movie Alien is one of my favourite sci-fi movies ever because it's done right.
I'm not seeing it.
It's really good, yeah.
I'm not seeing it.
But I just didn't, and then there was no sense of care for any of the characters. I didn't care about them. And the first one I did. And this one I was like, no. Jeff Goldblum has just gotten old now. And the guy who played Space Lord or whatever from Spaceballs, right, is the president in the first one. And he's a really cool guy in the first. He's a really cool president. Not like Nixon, but he's really cool. And then in the new one, 20 years later, he's like not the president anymore, I guess. But he's like
still
old.
in it.
And he's got a beard now and he can hardly walk and he's in a coma or something. And then like all of a sudden one of the scenes, his daughter's going to go fly away and all he hears this voice like, no, you don't have to do that, darling. And he's clean shaven and now he can walk fine. I'm going up there. And then he's back in he's now a pilot again.
Sounds like a
And I was
Hollywood
just like,
disaster.
come on.
What's that thing you said? It was hash for the cash. We made up a
Hash for the cash.
You said
Was
something
it me?
just for the cash.
Rehashing things for the cash.
Rehash just for the cash.
Yeah.
That's going to be a new label we put on things.
The good bit, rehashing the cash.
So the good bit.
We get paid a lot for these episodes. That's what we're doing.
Independence Day 2 was just a
Rehash for the cash.
rehash for the cash.
Ka-ching!
Why don't we make a sound bit where we can go and then I'll go rehash for the cash.
We'll get Paul to do it. Rehash for the cash.
Or I could just do it.
Oh, you could just do it.
Because Paul doesn't like Birdman.
There's something up right. I'm going to talk about it in the next episode because I really need to get into detail about it. I watched Flight with Denzel Washington.
Oh yeah,
The first 25 minutes of that film are amazing.
because it's the flight.
But then the rest of the film,
It's
literal
just
flight.
in court.
Literal flight. So slow.
Yeah.
Denzel's a great actor.
You know, I know that's the movie about. I know that's the movie about. I know
Yeah.
that's what happens, and so I didn't watch it. I've watched the the crash scene on
It's
YouTube.
amazing.
Yeah.
I was like, this is going to be brilliant, and then I was so disappointed.
Well,
he's just an alky.
I mean, how could you think that was going to be brilliant? Because it's a flight, and you know.
But it could have been interesting though, because he was drunk when he done it, right?
Yeah.
And it could have been cool. They could have done like an investigation and stuff.
Wasn't
But
it not like that?
He tries to get clean and fails like 3 times, and then goes to court and then admits that he was drunk, and then that's it for like 2.5 hours. And I like Denzel a lot. The Equalizer is a really good film.
He's an.
Oh no, I think he's a great actor. I think he's really good.
Have you not seen interviews with him?
No.
He's so rude and so.
Oh really? I
himself,
don't know
and
that.
now I don't like him.
But that's disappointing actually. That saddens me.
You ever see that movie where isn't he always trying to control a big device, a plane, or you see that one where he's in a train?
Oh, I
he has
don't know.
to stop a runaway train.
No,
for
that's not
about
one.
5 hours.
Is that no?
It's the worst thing ever.
I've not seen that one.
I didn't like it.
Something else I want to mention is Chronicle.
But you watched that?
I watched it.
How is it?
Now
It's on Ewan's top 10.
10, yeah. It's like a 7.
Uh-oh.
Aspects of it I really liked because it's about a guy
Don't
who
beat around the bush.
is social. No, I'm serious. He's socially awkward. He's hard to.
Let's not beat
talk
off at
to.
the bush.
That's like the David Dickinson thing, isn't it?
Yeah, sorry.
He's like. He's hard to get along with, and he's awkward in school. And he buys a video camera,
Okay.
and he starts filming and vlogging. And I'm thinking, I can relate to this. He's filming everything, and he's telling his thoughts to the camera.
Uh-huh.
He's filming himself eating his lunch for no reason, just to have it. And I like those sort of things. And then it's Michael B. Jordan, who's in Creed, and someone else. And they find this pit on the ground. They go on the ground and they get superpowers. And I'm thinking, okay, cool, and they can fly and stuff, and it's really cool. And then, as every sort of big movie like that, where it's sort of surreal when they get superpowers, the main character gets drunk with the power and starts blowing up buildings. And again, too much. Just shaking my head, and the acting becomes bad, and they're shouting and screaming, and his mum's dying. Like there's some parts where his dad is shouting at him, and in the background you can just hear coughing, which is his mum coughing. But I don't want to hear coughing in my earphones when I'm watching a film. So wee things like that I didn't like, and there's parts of it I really, really detested.
Detested.
Hated.
Oh, Ewan's not going to be happy.
Hated.
Ewan.
But there's really nice bits in it, like with the video
Turn the
camera.
lights on, it's very dark.
Yeah, it was late. It's over there.
Okay, sorry. I'll leave you for a minute.
Yeah, Chronicle. I mean, it's an interesting movie. It's good for the youth of the world, and it's good, if you want superpowers, and you think if you had superpowers,
It's good if you want superpowers.
If you had superpowers and you could fly,
That's what it would be like.
you would go up and sit on the top of tall buildings and conversate and converse with your friends, right? You would do that
Conversate.
and fly through the clouds and stuff. You would do that, but you wouldn't.
Blow up your
It
mum.
gets too much. And you blow up your mum and blow. And again, it's like Independence Day. All we had to do was like make a plane crash or blow up a building. But no, it's like the whole world is done because there's one boy who has superpowers.
Yeah,
and there's a
that's
love
Hollywood
interest
though.
that's kind of cute. And I don't know, the girl in it who's also vlogging is really hot, but she's like our age, so it's alright to say that.
Right, okay.
I mean, it was alright. I gave it a 5, I think. But it was better
That's
than it was
bad.
better than Independence. I gave it a 6. It's better than Independence Day.
Okay.
I gave it a 6.
Well, Ewan is not going to be happy. So where do you think it's on your top 200?
Because another thing I was thinking as well after it, I was still thinking about it. Like if a film can evoke that sort of emotion,
That's pretty alright.
it was. I was like, I went to the toilet after it, and I was looking at myself in the mirror, and I was thinking about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's kind of creepy.
How?
Just look at yourself, thinking about a movie.
I was
Yeah,
just like,
okay.
I was like, wow, that was weird. And I was still thinking about it. It got some emotion out of me, which is hard to do these days. And I've got a trilogy I want to talk about, which I'll do in the next episode. What else have I been watching? Grand Budapest Hotel was the last one. Resurrection of Jake the Snake on Netflix. Jake the Snake Roberts is an old wrestler, became a junkie, and then there's this old wrestler called DDP, Diamond Dallas Page, who starts a yoga campaign in real life.
Oh, right. It's a
And
true story.
It's a documentary.
Oh, it's a documentary.
And he starts a yoga campaign, and he's done for ages, and wrestlers do it to sort of
A
help
yoga
their body.
campaign?
Just a yoga program.
I thought you said yogurt.
A yoga campaign with the nicest
His
ingredients.
face on like Petit Fruit.
And
Oh.
DDP, he phones Jake the Snake, who's like dying, and starts him with this yoga, and he saves his life and stuff. It's really nice.
Okay.
It's good. Independence Day, The Longest Yard. You ever
I've
seen that?
seen that.
Really, it's such a good
It's funny.
Sunday morning or Sunday afternoon on the telefilm. It's awesome. I love it. And The Naked Gun I watched last night. I've been keeping note of everything.
I haven't, damn it.
And I've got a trilogy I'm going to talk about in the next episode. So can we call it a day for that one?
Yeah,
And then in the next episode we're going to do a sort of Q&A sort of thing.
Yeah, we've got a big questionnaire
Yeah.
that we're going to answer, both answer.
As briefly as we can. We don't want to do one too long, like 53 minutes.
I mean, who listens to this bitch for 53
Because
minutes?
you're better than an hour and a half.
I'm wondering if there's anyone, honestly, and please do contact one of us.
I think I know what you're going to say, and I think there is, but carry on.
If there's anyone who listened to the entire last episode.
I think so, yeah.
Because it was, what?
An hour and 12, I think.
An hour and 12 minutes long. If you listen to that entire episode, listen to it.
Gold star.
Gold star. And tell us.
Yeah.
Message one of us. Honestly.
Where can they message you? On Twitter.
On Twitter at Aron __ Dockard.
And at CM42TV and at The Good Bit Pod.
That'll be the link in the description. Tell us on that or message us on Facebook and we'll give you a shout out the next time we can.
Well, you would though, because I count down. You'd want to know what the number one is. But then some people may have skipped
I know people who have gone, I'll go to about 30 minutes and I'll skip to...
yeah, that's true. I got to number 7 or something else.
Yeah, so like, to listen to that. So listen, if you've listened to all of our top 15s, gold star to you, tell us, we'll give you a shout out and we'll message you back and then we'll do something with you. We'll play a game with you, I don't know. No one's
play a game with you.
You
want to play a game?
Because no one's probably if you messaging if you've listened to it.
Oh my god. Okay, let's move on.
Aaron,
thank you for listening to this has been episode number 6 of the Good Bit
Pod
movie podcast here on iTunes. Subscribe if you can.
Entertainment podcast. We talk about music a lot.
Yeah, we do. Well, we did that episode.
Music, madness, movies. That's this episode.
Okay. And leave a rating on iTunes. And if you comment, you can subscribe on iTunes or follow us on Twitter and podomatic.com.
Message in if you've listened to the last one all the way through and
listen to the next one because you'll find out a lot about us and our movie tastes in the next episode.
And our personal lives.
Yeah. And it's just going to be us two because we forgot to invite
anyone.
We were just going to
we don't have Ewan's Mystery Corner this week.
Yeah.
But
but I did it about Independence Day.
True. Yeah. Well, Ewan's been stuck in his Mystery Corner, so we'll let him free in a couple of weeks.
Yeah, and coming up soon we'll have the mighty Ross and Michelle will be on in a future episode.
I'm sure they will.
Looking forward to it very much. I'm going to talk about bad stories with Ross. It's going to be great fun.
Bad stories.
I get him on by the way, but I'm thinking we can talk about movies.
Yeah, we can talk about music. I'd love to talk about music with Ross.
Yeah, and we were looking at records, vinyls earlier on.
Yeah. Right, we better cut it off. We've got so much to talk about.
Next episode. Thanks for listening to episode number 6 of the Good Bit Movie Podcast. My name is Chris Moffat.
My name is Aron Dockard.
And thank you for listening. Tune in next time. Thank you very, very much. Bye. Long pause.